But
Always great to see old names coming back. But right now, going to be coming back to an old familiar stage, but not familiar to this tournament yet. Merchant Port to start. I think this is the first time we're seeing a Merchant Port start.
yes, I believe so. We haven't gotten to Merchant Port once yet. Actually, no, you're correct. There's not been a single Merchant Port pick yet.
Yeah, I mean, right now, Unladen already showing us something new, just keeping Shnurgle off the stage. And oh my god, big back air to start off these edge charges, but not going to continue with the ledge trapping. All right, and Shnurgle has spent a lot of this game off stage in disadvantage, but you know, Maple has a lot of options that you can go for in order to set things up to make everything work out in your favor. And it seems that rewraps are going to be the weapon of choice for Shnurgle. Unfortunately, without the possible,
for his character is that mix-up potential. They're very good at keeping their intentions hidden, which is hilarious since they're facing against Forsman, a character who can literally hide what he's doing inside smoke. But no, Shnurgle can easily keep up with Unladen if they pick their cards right and understand what Unladen's trying to do.
Yeah, I mean, right now, you can see that Shnurgle, despite being down in stocks, is still absolutely fighting it out, right? Oh, and starting things off with a dash attack, already getting 30% onto Unladen, as Unladen's just trying to find a way how to retain this lead, how to keep on holding on to this control.
Interesting choice to not deal with the smoke at the top though, because even any smoke anywhere is dangerous to deal with for any character, because as long as Unladen can hide in that smoke, he has a lot of potential to play with, because you don't know what he's trying to go for, and as a result, you can misjudge the spacing of anything and die for it.
Yeah, but right now, not going to be able to get the roll off, and a beautiful
Brilliant play there. Showcasing another great aspect of Schnurg's playstyle is that he is capable of recognizing situations and capitalizing on them perfectly. He is his reaction time to a lot of situations is beyond natural.
Yeah, and this was looking so bad. Yeah, and this was looking so bad for Shnurgle right at the beginning of the game, as Unladen had so much control, but right now, Unladen's the one who's wrestling back the control, as Shnurgle had so much control of the pacing, control of the stage, control of the space, and right now, up air, tether up air, not going to be able to do it.
Unfortunate. Fast falling out of that. Oh, and it looks like Shnurgle is going to take the first game. Honestly, showcasing how strong Maple is, even after all the various nerfs they got through the multiple patches.
Yeah, I mean, what we will say is that while Maple might struggle in this particular matchup, this is still a beautifully balanced game where any sort of really character matchup at this point can still be made up for in player skill, and Shnurgle just gonna show that one right off, bring us to game number 2, where Unladen's taking us to Frozen Fortress, relatively different stage, large blast zones, so many plat drop opportunities, and starting things off, just covering the stage in smoke and trying to get as much control as possible.
And another thing I want to mention about Shnurg's ability to react to stuff, he is brilliant at parrying a lot of incoming options that you might have. As you can see, he already started off the game with a pretty good parry against the dash attack. Another parry just there, as I was saying that.
Yeah. I mean, these parries are on point, and Unladen, unfortunately, not ready for them. And a parry of his own. Unladen, once again, going to be able to take the percent lead. But the question is, who's going to actually be able to get the stock lead? It's Shnurgle.
Brilliant. Again, this is what I mean. If you might say that Forsman's probably one of the better characters currently, or the fact that Maple's no longer as strong as they once were, Shnurgle is just showcasing that even then, anything could happen.
Yeah, I mean, especially when you find yourself in a DI mix-up, DIing down and out to try to avoid the down tilt bear, but just going for the jab 3, Unladen's going to be able to even up the stock count really, really quickly.
Brilliant use of mobility as well to clear out all the smoke that Forceman had. Because again, the most dangerous tool Forceman has is that smoke. Because if he can keep his moves hidden, you're always going to be guessing about what he's trying to do next. Oh, and a brilliant reaction to that situation to go for that. Again, this is why I love watching Shnurgle. He's great at finding those situations and capitalizing them to the maximum.
Yeah, and once again, Shnurgle caught lacking on that DI. Still continuing to DI down and out for the down tilt. But beautiful, beautiful mix-ups from Unladen, going to make sure Shnurgle not going to be able to live for as long as possible.
Currently the last stock for both players right now, so any stray hit could kill either of them.
Yeah, I mean, right now, Unladen able to just waveland right back onto stage. Very, very consistent with these, but this could be big. Re-wrap and Shnurgle gonna take game number 2.
Again, showcasing why his ability to throw in re-wraps and mix-ups is probably Shnurgle's best asset right now. Because it's constantly keeping Unladen at a guessing game, and trying to figure out what's the best option in which situation is really hard to do regardless of your situation.
Yeah, and right now, back against the wall, Unladen has one last chance at this. Going to be going over to Spirit Tree, a comfort pick for many, many Force Burns. Now, Unladen has had 2 chances to take a game, and now is chance number 3. You have to take this game, or else you're straight up out of this tournament.
Yeah, seeing this, I'm just sitting here just amazed at the technical expertise of both players right now. Because Shnurgle is just constantly running around each of the small platforms here as if it's just a jungle gym for them. Just playing around all options and just having a blast as he goes for an up B and gets the first stock in 30 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, this time around, Shnurgle going to be able to get the stock lead and the percent lead early on, which is something that we haven't seen in the past few games. Stock lead, yes, but percent lead and control, no. This is something that Shnurgle is now just really seems to have the download on Unladen.
Which is going to be an uphill struggle for Unladen, because he has to win 3 times in a row in order to take himself past Shnurgle and get himself out of this situation.
Oh my god!
Because if Unladen is unable to capitalize on this, he is taken out of the tournament because it is losers bracket. He does not have a second chance after this.
Yeah, but Shnurgle with a monster sort of conversion, going to be able to take Unladen to essentially kill percent. Up strong, gonna do it, and last stock remaining for Unladen.
This is extremely bad for Unladen because Shnurgle still has all 3 stocks available. He has a massive potential lead, and any stray hit could kill Unladen at any point if he's not careful.
Yeah, I mean, that being said,
this keeping him at a very bad position right now.
I mean, that being said, this is Spirit Tree. This is Spirit Tree. Parry to start things off has 2 more stocks to go. If anyone can do this, Unladen has to bring it out and show us that he can do it. Oh, beautiful DI.
Brilliant DI. If he didn't get that done right, he was dead for sure. But unfortunately, the tech read and Shnurgle takes it with a dominant 3-0 in his favor.